Hello, air signs. Hello, my shiny little friends. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. I'm here to do readings for the week ahead, as we discussed, right? We're doing weekly readings now. So for the week ahead, it is for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And we're just going to start with throwing around some oracles, and we're going to throw some tarot at it. We'll find out what's going on. We'll clarify a little bit. Here we go. I'm going to read for... Who am I going to read for? I'll read for Libra first. I hardly ever read for Libra first. Okay, and so Gemini and Aquarius, I will see you in just a moment. All right, here we go, Libra. You're first, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, my creative friends. I hope you're well. If you are interested in a private read, please look below. All the interesting information. Information of interest is down in the description, including a link to Wizio, where all my pricing is. All right, here we go. Ooh, going forward, somebody is on the move, going forward down a new path toward the sun, toward happiness. Yeah, sunshine, toward better days. I feel like you're taking a different path. It looks like a path that's maybe been traveled, but it's maybe a path less traveled. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot out here really, except it's like you're walking through abundance. You're walking through abundance to happiness. Ooh, okay. That feels like very earthy to me. And I know you're Libra, but you might also have Taurus. Maybe you're an Empress. Yeah, it feels like earthy energy to me, going forward on a new path. All the vegetation, the green, the yellow, the sun is shining. I feel like it could be even Leo, some Leo energy in there as well. Bottom of the deck, oh, the potential for something to blow. That's what I always see when I see that. It's the potential for something to expand, something to get your attention. And it looks like it's going to be possibly, for some of you, you're going to have to embrace a new community. Very interesting. So you might be finding a group of people that are like you, like-minded people, that you're going to be embracing a new community. For some of you, the community could be the LGBTQ community. You could be someone who has now decided to transform and be seen as who you really are. You are embracing all of this community and who you are. And I feel it's like the potential for something to get really grand and really big. It's like no one is going to be able to not look this way. It seems quite fabulous, actually. Yeah. The explosion of glitter. It feels like that. I love the energy. Okay, so embracing it anyway. Whatever community that is for some of you, take it as it resonates. It's not for everybody, right? We are in a general reading, my friends, and that means generally all. Yes. All who are watching this, all who are Libra. All right. What else do we need for Libra? We've got balance. Oh, you know what? When I put that down, this card really jumped out of the way. It almost feels like it's something new and scary for you. It feels a little bit scary. It says balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do it without judgment. I do it without judgment. And I think the hardest part is the judgment of self, my friend. I think you need to look yourself in the eye. Yeah. Because only you have the ability to bring everything into a perfect state of harmony, a perfect balance. And it could be by what you've learned, because we do have violet here, which is the third eye. So third eye, possibly seeing things clearer, being self-aware. We have the light blue around here, and to me that's throat chakra. And we also have green in here, which is heart chakra. It feels like everything is opening up, and you're going to get some balance here. And it's going to allow you to move forward. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. It feels like you are in regret of maybe wasting time of not getting balance, wasting time not going on this path. I get you. We learn it a little bit later in life that we are not invincible, and we do have an expiry date, all of us. And I think that you realize that it is time for you to take the reins and bring everything into perfect balance and stop judging yourself. It's time for you to move forward on the path. You're on your own path now. You're the one who is on the path that many others have traveled, by the way. Tell me more, please, about Libra. TikTok, my friend. Come on. That's what I see. You know that gif of the Judge Judy? That's what she does. That's what I just saw. It's like, TikTok, let's go. Balance is you. You are the balance. You're Libra, right? It's time to catch the balance. And the thing is that it's easy enough to catch balance, but I think we sometimes have to really stop and really understand what the balance is in order to know how to get it. Because I think that the only thing that was off in your world, that the reason why you weren't getting enough balance is because you were in judgment of yourself. Yeah, I think that so many people have judged you that you begin to judge yourself. We have card number 30, TikTok. I feel like for some of you, there might be some really great partnership coming up soon. This is divine timing. Things all happen in their divine time, right? In order. And I feel it is happening. I feel like you decide to go on this new path here. Going forward, we're going to get more balance. It's time to go. It turns into divine timing because you're following all the things that the universe is throwing at you. We have a fork in the road. Interesting. So TikTok, you got to make a decision here. That's what it feels like. Come on, make the decision. Time for a nap. You'd rather just lay down. That's great. That's great. Oh, I love this when this happens because this card is the same energy as this card. You can see it's the same gift they've used, right? One's holding fire, one's holding time. And when I see this card and another one's on the table, it feels like it is that person who is supposed to be moving forward. So if you're the yang, if you're the masculine energy, we all have feminine and masculine energy, but if you're the one who has more masculine leaning energy, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. What matters is how you feel the energy and what energy you are. So I'm going to say that if you're the person who is the yang, I feel like something is coming up in the near future that is of divine timing, because you're at the fork in the road here and somebody's laying down on the job. It feels like when I take a nap, it feels like you just didn't want to make a decision about what to do next. Yeah. All right. What else do we have here for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you're cross-watching for a Libra, thank you. We just never ever are getting out of the moon energy in the month of August, right? Because we've got we went into a full moon and then we went into a new moon and now we're headed for the full moon again on the 29th, and those energies linger and we have all that stuff going on in retrograde. Venus, Mercury now is in the shadow period. There's lots of energies moving in your favor in order to bring you divine timing. We have a personal issue reaches resolution. I love it. I don't care what that is. I don't care what it is. We all have a personal issue that needs a resolution. And that's always welcomed energy. A fiery climax approaches. Okay, so we've got Cancer energy here. We got Aries. You could be dealing with someone who's got Cancer or Aries. I'm seeing this as 3 pentacles because of the coloring, the dark coloring, earthy coloring. So we could be dealing with earth energy here too. This does feel like earth energy. All right. Let's take a look at some tarot for you. So a personal issue reaches resolution. I'm going to say that you might have some Cancer in your chart, but if you don't, I feel like your intuition's on point and you already knew this. It's like you're listening to the universe and you're moving through all of this as you should, Libra. You're moving through all of it intuitively, my friend. It doesn't feel like this is really much effort here. I think it's intuitive. Tell me about Libra, please, for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Libra, this is always going to be for the week ahead, whenever you find it. We have the 4 of Pentacles. Something you weren't telling people, something you were hiding. What you were hiding is that you're the whole ass emperor. I love that. Once you come into balance, Libra, they're going to know who you are. Once you come into balance, once all the pieces that have been scattered come back together again and you get your balance, when you decide to do that, I feel that what people don't get is that you really are an emperor. You can carry a lot. You can be at the front of the line. And people follow you whether you want them to follow you or not. You might have Aries in the chart, but you don't have to, because whenever the emperor's in the room, so are all the kings. It's all the energies of the kings as well. I feel like you're the one who is going to be taking action on your balance. And I really do feel like the last part of your balance, Libra, is that you need to stop judging yourself. You need to speak up. You need to be heard and seen as you are. And whoever doesn't want you around is going to leave. And it's going to hurt like hell. But it's also going to attract others who are authentic like you, because you allow other people to be authentic around you. Whatever that means. Maybe you're just an incredible artist and others are intimidated by you. Do you know what I mean? When you extend a hand and say, come on in, it's okay. Let's look over this and talk about my piece for a minute. Because I think you stand in judgment of yourself a lot. And I always pick a creative scenario with you, Libra, because I have never met a Libra who didn't have some sort of creative flair. Some sort of gift in that manner. I think that you're the one who's now standing up and saying, look, I'm the emperor. I'm going to take charge of this. Y'all can sit down. I got this. We're good. And I feel like you are going to take charge of a situation that is going to bring you a lot of balance. I don't think that I feel like you go from not saying anything to standing up and saying, okay, y'all have been provoking me. This is who I am. Now you can sit down. And that's what brings you into balance with you. You start to show people who you really are. You were hiding it before. And I don't care if that is like maybe you're a leader who's scared to be a leader, but you're done with everybody's crap. It could be that as well. You finally stand up. They see you and the family for the leader that you are, or your group of friends, or your workplace. They actually see you for who you are, and who you are is someone who is a pretty big deal. Whether that's because you're smarter, faster, stronger, richer, I don't care what it is. Maybe you play that instrument better than they do. TikTok. What do we got here? TikTok. Well, you still have hope. Get it on the move. Well, you still have this momentum of the Emperor. You need to keep moving. Do what you got to do. Look at the stars. Get yourself some balance. This person is hopeful, healing. I think that while you're waiting for divine timing to take effect here, which I think, by the way, is probably bringing you some sort of a partnership, and this could be a friendship, it doesn't have to be love, but I feel like with Aquarius here, it feels like you... I think that you are smart. Yeah, because Aquarius is that. Always very clear, honest, but very highly intelligent. Whether they use it to the benefit or not. I want to say that the star is giving me the energy of, I had to wait for the right time. I had to heal. I had to wait for the right time in order to get this balance, which is in the middle of your week next week. Personal issue reaches resolution. You might have to make a decision about this personal issue. It's the only way it's going to reach resolution. I feel like you're about to give yourself a break. You're going to take the other path, or you're going to make the decision that feels the best to you, that makes you feel like you have a fire in your heart. I feel as though you are being honest. I feel like you're getting signs and symbols, and you're supposed to, it feels like you know that something is coming that you need to do over the blue moon. Look, it's a blue moon. Yeah, I've been getting, not all of the moons in this deck are blue, but I've been pulling all the blue moons. If you go back and look at any of the other readings, they're coming up in some of those ones as well. So I want to say that something over the blue moon is probably going to be resolved, because that moon is, like any other moon, the full moon is when you end a cycle. And so lots has been happening for energy in August. And I think that it's going to be a wrap, and then you're going to decide to take a different path. Empress, look at that. I think this path is going to lead you to your person, to the Empress. So right now, I think there's a lot of waiting. Yeah, we've got the Five of Wands, which is indecision. The Seven of Pentacles, which is, again, waiting, right? Being patient. Four of Cups, I'm waiting, right? There's a lot of waiting that's going on here. I'm going to say that this may not be something that's right around the corner, because I think sometimes when people watch readings, they think it's supposed to happen like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they think it's supposed to happen right away. And sometimes it does for some people who are on the timeline I'm reading for right now. And it doesn't mean it may not happen for you. It just may be in the future. All my readings are predictions, right? They're always for the week ahead, whenever you find it. All right. Tell me more, please, about Libra. I'm liking this reading for you. Got the Five of Wands. Yeah, the Five of Wands is telling me that there was apprehension, or I was in indecision. Because I feel like you're following a path that other people have been down before. And the Five of Wands indicates that there could be some competition on that path. I don't think you told anybody that you were going forward, that you were going forward to whatever the going forward means to you, whether you were going to get that new job or going to push forward on a path towards something that you've always wanted. Maybe you decided to start school. That going forward is a new path to the sun, to happiness. So whatever that means for you. But I feel like as you were trying to make the decision about moving forward, I don't think you were telling anybody, because I think that in order to tell people, you were going to have to let them see who you really are. And who you really are is a big deal. You're the Emperor. You can take care of it. You can carry it. You're fine. You don't need anyone else's help. In fact, I'm the one in charge. I'll be making the decisions from here. Thank you. It feels like somebody's standing up for themselves. And all this time concealing that you were the Emperor, that you were about to take action. You didn't show anybody that. I don't think that you knew it, to be honest, because divine timing is here. And I think the healing comes, all healing comes in divine timing. But I also feel like this is like an aha moment, or something that you have in realization that's in divine timing, and it makes you stand up as the Emperor. Yep. The answer is yes. It's time to get balance. It's time to stand up for yourself. It's time to say whatever it is that you need to say. You need to get things back on track. You need to start feeling more confident. You need to start showing and exuding more confidence, because you are a big deal. It looks like you're the Nine of Pentacles. Look, I feel like you're doing as much as you can with whatever it is that you have to work with. And I think you're at the top of your game with that, whatever that is to you. This is an individual energy, so you've gotten there by yourself. No one has reached out to help you. I think it's because you are resilient, because you continue to be hopeful. No matter what's going on around you, you continue to be hopeful. But what I think is that with the mixture of the Nine of Pentacles, the confidence that's amplified by Temperance is what makes you stand up. That's what it feels like. Courage to resolve a personal issue, right? Yeah. It's someone you haven't spoken with in a while. Tell me about the personal issue that will reach resolution. What's the personal issue? Well, I think you're going to stop worrying about it. I think what it is that there is somebody that I think is attached to your heart space. This person is someone that you want to give reciprocity to, and I think that you're trying to find the courage to do that. I think that's what this Two of Wands is about. It's about deciding to take a risk. I got to step off the edge this time. I've already decided I'm going. I just haven't decided when, right? There's an Ace of Wands in the hand. Somebody wants to go down a new path. And I feel like somebody is gaining the courage to do that right now. That's what it feels like. I think that there was someone or a situation that you pulled away from energetically or emotionally. And I think you want to bring to come back together again and give somebody reciprocity. You need to bring this to an end. I think that the cycle has been silent and it's been open. And I feel like after some healing, you're going to decide to take another path. I think what you're going to do here, the personal thing that comes to resolution is that I feel like you reconnect with someone here. Someone that you haven't heard from in a while. Someone who you do consider to be a soulmate, whether that's in love or not. Someone who's a soulmate friend or someone who's a soulmate love. Tell me about the challenge for the week ahead, please. What's the challenge for the week ahead for Libra? Disappointment. Why is that? Why is the challenge disappointment? I think you're really serious about the Empress. Yeah. I think you're really serious about the Empress. I feel as though you found your new confidence. And I think that you want the long-term relationship. The Three of Wands is here. Ships that are coming in is the Ten of Pentacles. I think that you want a long-term relationship or something solid with the Empress. I think this is probably the Empress. I think we're probably talking about love. So I think it is that you pulled away from this person. Now, I don't know if you were emperors and empresses when this happened before, if somebody pulled away from someone in this energy, but it could be an energy you both grew into. I think that you want to give this person reciprocity, but you know going in that, the Eight of Cups is present. You're the one that pulled away. Or maybe they did. Take it as it resonates. But it looks like there are 10 cups here between the 4 and the 6. And I feel like that's what you're going in for. Total happiness with the Empress. We've got the Sun in the reverse, and we've got the Seven of Wands in the upright. So somebody is stuck in a position where they don't seem to grow. They're not moving. They're not growing. And so I think that it's the Emperor. I think the Emperor the Emperor is the masculine leaning energy, and the Empress is the feminine leaning energy. But understand they both have both feminine and masculine energy. It just depends if you're more masculine or more feminine. So the Seven of Wands tells me that the Emperor has been stuck. I think I'm reading from the masculine's point of view, that the Emperor has been stuck and the Sun is here saying, I'm not making any changes. I'm not growing here. So I feel like the Emperor finally had no other choice but to stand up and be seen as the Emperor. And now that this person's being seen as the Emperor, the Empress will receive them. The Emperor will notice them because now they're showing up as an Emperor, not hiding who they were. And now that's when the Empress shows up. Because if you hide who you are, the universe realizes that you don't want to be who you were sent here to be. All right. I'm just going to leave it there because I think it's a beautiful reading. It's one of the most beautiful readings I've done for you, Libra. Thank you so much for your beautiful energy. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because, I'm always back. I love you guys. Bye-bye. Hello, Gemini. Elsie here to do your reading. Thank you so much for waiting here for me. And I just want to say thank you. All the ways that you've been loving on these videos, whether you're in the comments or just offering a silent thumbs up to get this tribe to grow. Thank you so much for helping me do that. I mean, it's in your hands. It's not really in mine. All I can do is provide the content, but you vote with your thumbs up all the time, right? Thanks, Gemini, for doing that. And here we go. We are just going to start with some oracles with you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming in the week ahead for Gemini. Whenever you find this, this will be for the week ahead, Gemini. If you are interested in a private read, please look in the description. Find everything you need there. All right, here we go. Gemini. Illumination. You're about to learn something about flexibility. It's a realization that you need to be flexible about something. Relaxation. Look, I think that you're working too much. Gemini, you could be a Taurus Gemini cusp. And as if you're not working hard enough as a Gemini, there's Taurus there. Yeah. Taurus there beating on you over the head saying work harder, work harder. I feel as though you're having a realization in the week ahead that you need to be more flexible with your schedule. I think you're exhausted. It feels like you really do need some relaxation here, and you got to be a little more flexible with that. It's going to make you happier, I promise. So have the courage to do it. I feel like this purple is telling me that you're realizing that you really do need a little more happiness in your life. And I think you've been thinking about this anyway. I think you know that you're working a lot. But there's an illumination here about that. But that's not the only thing that you'll have an illumination for, right? Let's see what else we're talking about here. Even near finished. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. If you are cross-watching, thank you. Denial. It says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Oh, this is awareness. I love it. So I want to say that you're conquering some sort of a fear that you have. You're acknowledging fear. Yeah. So I think that because you're acknowledging the fear, the illumination, the awareness comes, right? You have the insight, and which pulls you out of denial, because now you see things for what they really are. You have an awareness. All right. Let's take a look at Wisdom of the Oracle for Gemini, please. Sun and Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Gemini. Ooh, look at that. The Unfinished Symphony. I think you have an awareness why something ended so abruptly. I want to say that there is a potential for that thing to begin again if you want to finish the symphony. If you want to finish it, I feel like it's closer to you than it's ever been. I want to say that you're probably in the week ahead going to come to some sort of understanding. There's pink and purple here in the cards. So I feel like it's a kind of like a soft download that you're getting regarding speaking up to someone and beginning again. We got card number 10, which breaks down to a 1, which is brand new. And so it feels like it ended, but it feels like it's closer to you now. If you want to reach out and grab it, it's closer to you than it's ever been. Unfinished Symphony. I think that you want to finish the symphony. You want to speak up. That's blue. That is the throat chakra. You might reach out to someone in music. This new beginning, if the new beginning is caused by sending some sort of a message, like a text message, it feels like you're going to do it with music. Something that means something to you, or that has always reminded you of a situation with the person that you're sending it to. Chaos and conflict. 2 3s is a 6. I believe that you will be out of chaos and conflict soon. It is not for you. Yeah. I feel like you're going to find your balance, because 3 and 3 is 6. I feel like you're going to find a balance here. You're going to realize that you're finished with drama. You don't want people's drama anymore. So if people are going to be drama, you're just going to be out. With some of those people, you might create an unfinished symphony, right? You might just stop talking to them. You might just cease the sound. That's what the unfinished symphony does. It just stops. Never finished writing it, never finished. Maybe some people, I don't even know. I don't even know about music. Maybe people did that on purpose. They wrote unfinished symphonies. From a creative point or standpoint, did it that way. decided to use these moonologies this month because like we're totally never getting out of the moon energy this month. 2 full moons and a new moon mid-month. Whew, it's lots of change. It's a lot. All right. We've got communication is key. New moon in Gemini. There we are. Gemini, we just hit a new moon on the 16th, right? It feels like communication is key as it pertains to the unfinished symphony. There's some blue here, so I feel like you're going to be speaking to someone, and communication is key. And of course, taking your smarts with you, right, Gemini? You've got a great command of the English. You're very intelligent. And I feel like if you want to resume this symphony, that it's on the table because it's card number 10. And 10 breaks down to a 1, and that's the new beginning. We've got adjustments are required. You might have to make some changes in your life in order to restart this symphony, if that's what you want to do. Let's take a look. Yeah, let's do that. Let's throw some tarot at it here for you, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini. Tell me about Gemini, please. You have an awareness that something has ended and that you want to talk about it. Oh, and I just got deja vu. I've been doing this before. All right. The illumination is on the Queen of Wands. You have a realization or light has been shed on something. I feel like you are realizing that you have an attraction for someone. Someone who's very strong, does what they want. Someone who is, you know, out in the wilderness alone, taking care of themselves. Very independent, making their own choices, coloring outside the lines, and so what? Yep, that's the Queen of Wands, for sure. We have denial, and that is the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, I acknowledge my fear. I feel like your fear, Gemini, is a full-on commitment with somebody. Is the 10 of Pentacles. We get engaged with the intent of getting married. I feel like you were non-committal for a long while. But I feel like this illumination is over the head of the Queen of Wands, and now you see somebody for everything that they are. You see this person has come from a hard place and sits on the throne in spite of it, because that's how strong this one is. No matter what had come to kill her made her stronger. I say her because there's a woman on the card, but I understand we're talking about feminine or masculine energies, because we don't know, that's a woman's body, but we don't know where the energies are. Maybe she's more masculine than she's feminine. All right, so we have the denial. I think that you were in denial for a very long time about somebody. Somebody who could be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Someone that you do want a new beginning with. You were in denial about that before. Gemini, I think that you are single or are willing to become single to have this new beginning. This 9 of Pentacles, I think, is your energy. I feel like you have come to a realization that you may want to restart something. I think that it's been after a long period of time, I want to say. That you want to have a resolution here, or you want to have a reunion so we can finish this beautiful piece of music we began a long while ago. It feels very, very romantic to me. Like very medieval romantic. Yeah. The 9 of Pentacles. I feel that you I feel like you spent some time looking over you, because this person is confident in who they are now. They've built themselves to here by themselves, and you probably own a business, and if you don't, you probably run someone else's business. I feel like you have say in how people get paid. It feels like you're a mentor for people. That's who this person is. A lot of people are watching them and saying, how did that happen so quickly? You know what I mean? This person is teaching others as well. I think that you could be a teacher, but I feel that the unfinished business stuff here, this business, this unfinished business, I feel that you do want to begin something again. I think that you want to speak to the Queen. I feel that your communication is key. You're smart enough to do it. I feel as though you feel in a place of confidence now, and now you have an awareness that maybe this is what you want. Maybe you do want the long-term relationship if it is with this person. There you are. You're going to take charge. So when the Emperor's in the room, so are all the kings, right? All the kings are here. And I feel like you're the one that is going to take charge. The Emperor is Aries, of course. Aries is fire, right? The one that's the leader, and that's the Emperor. So I feel like you are going to be the first one to make the move if you are the masculine leaning energy, no matter what body type you're in, no matter what your meat suit is. Yeah. If you are the predominantly masculine energy, you will be the one who will be taking, who will be sending this communication or reaching out for communication. Bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Cups. Uh-oh, somebody's in love. Somebody has feelings. Yeah. The High Priestess tells me it's been very quiet. And I think it's been very quiet because I think that you've been entertaining yourself with work, to be honest. I think your life is very busy. I don't think you're sitting around waiting for anybody to do anything. I think that the Six of Wands is telling me that you would like to have some victory. You would like to get out of this Seven of Wands, I think, feeling stuck. The Six of Wands is I need victory. Two of Pentacles is my life is so damn busy. But I feel like in your gut you know that you're about to meet someone who fulfills this energy here. It feels like you're going to reach out to someone as the Knight of Cups and offer some romance, possibly. Let's take a look here. Let's clarify just a little bit for you, Gemini. Illuminations to me is in the mind, so that does indicate to me air energy. Yep, you are the one that needs to take charge here, and guess what? Yeah, it's a soulmate, that's why. It's why you're not able to stop thinking about this person, Gemini. It's because you're connected at the soul level. And whether or not your eyes see each other, you feel each other, you think about each other. When you think about them, they're thinking about you. When you think about them, each time they are thinking about you. So we've got the High Priestess, we've got the Page of Cups, we've got the Hierophant. Let's pull this one up here. And we have the Six of Cups. Just listening. Yeah, I think you've always had it in your gut, right? This is Pisces. This is your intuition. It's always been in your gut. You've always known that this person is your match. But I don't think that this is a person that you've been in a long-term relationship with, because it feels like you had a fear of it. You had a fear of it and no awareness. And now you have both. Like, I feel like you've overcome the fear. You're no longer in denial about this person, and that you already feel it in your gut that you want this here. Now I feel like what's going on at the middle of the week is, okay, how do I reach out? What do I say? I feel like you don't know what to say, but I think you will go with something sweet. You may be reaching out to a Taurus or an Aries. You may be reaching out to a Leo, Pisces. Yeah, the Page of Cups is telling me to be really sweet. Really sweet, very grounded. I feel like you're interested in someone who's an earth sign, possibly Virgo or Taurus. You know, we can also say Capricorn because of the energy here. But I think that you are interested to see if somebody here is in a commitment or not. I think you're interested in going from single to a commitment, or that you are the single person approaching someone for commitment or approaching a Taurus. Either way, you're the one who is making the advance. The advance toward the soulmate. The soulmate here, soulmate there. someone you've known for a long time, who's been in your life, maybe this life, maybe last life, maybe the one before that, but you feel very connected to them for a reason. Because energy are, you know, when we leave here and we come back, our energies overlap, right? We have to keep some of the energies from the last life in order to know what to do, what not to do, how to get through this part of our lives. We have the 8 of Cups. So I think that the reason that you don't really know what to say and that you really should go in very humble and sweet is because I think that you may be the one who pulled away from the connection. And I think that that is the challenge for the week ahead. Do you want to stay disconnected or do you want to reconnect? Because the 8 of Cups is disconnection and the Knave of Cups is the reconnection. So I think you have a challenge in the week ahead. You need to decide what you're going to do. Why do you want to carry on this unfinished symphony? It feels like somebody wants to begin again here, but it feels like it's a beautiful piece of music, a beautiful acrylic art piece, whatever it is, and it was never really finished. Someone's revisiting that. It was disappointing how it ended. And I have regret about it. So I feel that you feel something is undone or left unsaid. There's an unfinished symphony here. And you want to go. I feel like that the universe is telling you to go. Telling you that you can get the victory. It's time for you to go. I think that you live a distance from this person. Could be across water, could be across land. But I feel the unfinished symphony is saying that something in your heart is saying, I need to say something. Because it could be the 8 of Cups. Maybe this person, I don't want them. Maybe they're going to turn me completely off. But also, there's a chance. The Page of Cups is here. There's a messenger of love, being very sweet. And 8 and 1 is 9. That's 9 cups, right? So it can either go, it can go both ways. And for some of you, it's going to be, this is too much of a challenge. I don't think I can reconnect to this person. And we're just going to leave it there. And I think for others of you, the 8 and the 1 is 9, and you realize this person is your wish fulfillment. And that if you have to travel to see this person, that you still have feelings for them, I think. But it's turned into a bit of regret because of the disappointing way in which this symphony is unfinished. Whatever happened there. Communication is key, which is what I think you're supposed to do. Reach out and speak with someone. I think you two are beautiful to look at together as a couple. And I feel that other people see that too. Tell me how you're going to take charge here, Gemini. Why are you afraid? Okay, so I think that you have nerves. I want to say you have doubt. You're trying not to look at the situation for now. I think you are going to take charge, but right now your back is to it. I think it's because of fear and doubt on your end. You're not sure, thinking about the commitment, right? Because this could end up being a toxic commitment, and you don't want that. I think there's a lot of questions that you still have. I think you are interested in this queen. Yeah, this person who is very fiery and beautiful and passionate, but also solid. They could be someone who has earth and fire in the chart. I feel as though you don't know if this person is willing to go on this passionate path with you. You don't know if they're attracted to you still. There's a lot of unknowns. I think you want the long-term relationship with the earth sign, the queen. Whoever that is to you, feminine or masculine, I think you want the long-term relationship, but I think that you have questions. I don't know that you know that they are attracted to you, so that's where you are right now. You're staying in hermit mode, not saying anything, because you're not sure of what to say. Because some of you are going to just not pursue it, and others of you are going to pursue it because you realize that this soulmate is your wish fulfillment. For some of you, you just won't have victory, at least not right now, not until you get up and do something. You can pray for all you want, wishes, hopes, and dreams, y'all, but unless you get up and do a little bit of things with it, you got to get off your butt and do it, right? And the universe can give you the chance, can lead the horse to water, but can't make it drink. It's up to you to drink. There's the Knight of Cups again. This is a romantic connection. Yeah. I feel like somebody is in a realization, an illumination that they have a soulmate. And for some of you, you're headed there. For others of you, you're good. I'm good with you. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thanks, Gemini. I'm out for now. Bye-bye. Hello, Aquarius. Elsie here to do your reading. Thank you for waiting here for me. I appreciate you. All right, here we go. So we are going to look at these here oracles and find out what energies we get for you for the week ahead here, Aquarius. And if you are interested in a private read, please look below. You'll find everything you need in the description, including my email address. All right, let's take a look. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius in the week ahead, whenever you find this reading, whether it be now or 2028. It's going to be for the week ahead. All right. Tell me about Aquarius, please. Aquarius, we have wonders. I kind of like that because when I see this card, I always take note that there is amethyst down the middle. There is healing to be had here. And I feel like it's healing of the blue, which is the throat chakra, and the green, which is the heart chakra. I feel like your third eye is beginning to open. There is a lot of black there, but there isn't a lot of purple, which tells me that slowly you're starting to see things. You're starting to see things differently. And so what I want to say is maybe you're someone who never used to watch the sky, and now all of a sudden you're noticing the beauty of the sky. Or you're someone who never really did a whole lot of things out in nature. And now all you can do is like get on a path in nature with trees and grass around you. It feels like you're noticing things as you're healing. You're noticing things through your third eye slowly. We have going forward. You are moving forward in a good direction here. Purification and delight. What? Purification to me is a new beginning. Because it feels like a baptism to me. That energy always feels like baptism because of the rain. Just listening. Huh. Okay. This is really wild. But look, y'all, I'm kind of old, right? I'm 55. So I just heard, let the sun shine in. Do y'all remember, the ones of you that are still old enough to remember the Flintstones? Do you remember that Bam Bam and Pebbles? They had their own little band when they were babies in diapers, and they sang a song. So let the sun shine in, face it with a grin. Frowners never lose, no, smilers never lose, and frowners never win. So let the sun shine in. I feel like you're supposed to take action on beginning to do stuff that really lights up your smile, that really makes you feel happy. I feel like you're going to start feeling more happy, I want to say. Enlightenment is here. It feels like somebody is coming aware, or somebody who's in their next level of awareness. Understand that we don't get it hit us all at once. We don't get to be aware about everything all at once. It's all levels of awareness that we go through, and I feel like you're going through another level of awareness. All right, more for Aquarius, please. Oh boy, we'll just throw them around. This one is imagination. I like it. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. It's time for you to start picking apart your creative bones. Yeah, pick at your creative bones. I think that you are someone who has a creative outlet that you're not using, and I think that you're very happy there. Like whether it's painting rocks or dotting rocks or maybe making jewelry, or maybe you like to sew, whatever it is, maybe you're just a crafty person, but I think that is your happy place, I want to say. That you're the happiest when you're in your imagination. Imagination and wonders tells me that it's like the dream state. It feels very dreamy to me. Maybe you have Piscean energy. You have balance. I love it. Because the blue is the throat chakra. You're about to get some balance about something that you're going to speak about. Something that's been on your heart. The green is the heart chakra. It feels like we're getting into more purple, right? So we start here where, the eye starts to open up here, right? And it feels like as we look into the future here, the bottom of the deck, it looks like you're getting to be more and more aware, and it's bringing you into more and more of a balance. So I'm going to say that if you have a creative thing that you love to do, whether it's drawing or writing or singing, maybe you like to crochet or knit, something that is very creative is the place where you're the happiest, the place where I feel like you've been neglecting. We have the tribe. You need to find a class. That's what it is. That's why the creative thing is coming up for you. And you know what? That energy isn't a usual energy that I get for Aquarius, but because I know some of you are very, very logical and maybe you just wouldn't do this kind of thing. However, I'm going to say you need to find a tribe that is also engaged in your creative imagination, a pottery class or card stamping class or whatever it is. Maybe it's Reiki, maybe it's, you know what I mean? You need to find your tribe, but I think you're going to have to use your imagination and see things clearer so you know what to do going forward. I think you're supposed to find a new tribe here. It's card number 8. It's all about you finding a tribe. To be able to attract a tribe that is on your vibration, one that you understand, right? Bottom of the deck is here and now. That's all we have right now, is the here and now. That's all we have. It's where everything is birthed from. It is. I know we're scared of it. I feel like we don't live in this moment because we're always chasing something, right? So this person is between the past and the future, headed to the future, but mostly still stuck in the past. A little bit of lack in the here and now. I feel like right now you're in transition. It feels like your eyes about to open. You're realizing you're a little bit bored. You need to find a new tribe. It's time to join something. Maybe it's an aqua class. Maybe you're going to buy a firearm and learn how to shoot. Like, whatever it is for you. Find the tribe that is on your vibe. All right, so we're just using Moonology all month because we're never in the harsh moon energy this month. 2 full moons and a new moon in the middle of the month. That's so crazy. What do we got here? We've got a personal issue comes to resolution. We're just talking about the blue moon. Blue moon at the end of the month on the 29th and 30th, depending on what part of the world you're in. We're already in the shadow of retrograde. Mercury retrograde begins on the 23rd. So much energy going on. So a personal issue reaches a resolution. I feel that the Cancer energy here. Now, I've never met a Cancer who wasn't a business owner, first of all. So that sort of gives me a bit of a bias. But I've always seen Cancer as a bit of an intuitive hard ass. Yeah. Don't ever test the Cancer. Cancer will let you in so far, and if you cross the line, they will let you know for sure. So I want to say a personal issue reaches resolution. It could be a resolution to an issue like I just described. It could be that. Bottom of the deck, we have a new start is coming. Nice. New moon. So we've just been through a new moon. So you might be someone whose personal issue is about to come to resolution because a new start is coming. So this could be very soon for some of you. Yeah, but I guess we already are Saturday, so it feels like it's super like close around the corner. That's what it feels like to me. Let's look at some tarot. Tell me about Aquarius. Tell me about Aquarius. You need to find creative ways to find your tribe. And if you are a creative person, start with, finding a class of people who are doing the thing that you creatively love. It's a great place to start. We have the Knight. We have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. I was just checking to see if my deck was in the reverse, which I'm guilty of sometimes, but it wasn't. So we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So it feels like that during this transition for you, that there's a lot of stuff that is kind of stopped. And I want to say that maybe you're not giving people as much energy as you used to. Maybe you used to give out your energy a lot more than you do now. You might be keeping to yourself, and I think that that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. It feels like you're supposed to be focused on you, your imagination, finding your tribe. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse tells me that maybe that we've stopped in our tracks, that we stopped paying so much attention to why the third eye opens and what does it feel like when the third, like we stopped splitting hairs. We stop looking at it as with such a critical eye. We just start being grateful that the eye is opening. And that while the eye is opening, you will know because you'll start to feel more creative. Now, not everybody who has the third eye open will feel creative, but I feel like you will. I feel like that's what I need to tell you in this reading. You will be the one who does feel more creative as your third eye is opening. We have the Five of Wands. The Page of Swords and the Empress. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Why is that? Because of the Magician. Oh, somebody has gone within. See, the Queen of Pentacles usually is sharing, right? Is usually giving of herself, her time. She's very much about watching your kids while she's watching her kids. You know, I say her because there's a woman on the card, but understand we're talking masculine, feminine energies. So I feel like somebody has gone within to collect all the aces to manifest whatever it is that they want. Just listening. It's worrisome. Okay, I'm going to leave that there for now. All right. I just want to say to you that I just got in my, I just heard audibly, I heard like in my head, will wonders not cease? And so I feel like everything else has ceased. I want to say that right now, maybe you're not getting many people reaching out to you. Maybe it's been kind of quiet where you are. Things feel like they've stopped in their tracks. I feel like because of that, because of the quiet, because nothing is moving, that's why you're able for this third eye to open. It's like you get back in touch and you begin to see the possibility of the wonders again. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Four of Swords. Lots of swords here. That's very appropriate. We've got the Nine of Wands. And we've got Pisces, who is the High Priestess. I feel like it's like you've turned your back or gone silent on some people who are causing you a little bit of stress or anxiety, because the Nine of Swords is in the reverse. I'm not going to worry about that anymore. I can't worry about that anymore. I got to stop in my tracks. I got to stop worrying about that. And I think when you decide you're going to stop worrying about that and you're going to go silent on some people, because the Four of Swords is healing, right? You're not really talking to people while you're healing and going through all sorts of realizations while you're in your healing. I want to say that's when your third eye begins to open. When you stop paying attention to everybody who is taking your energy before, and you start to bring it inward. And I think that's why the Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse, because your worth comes from going in and figuring out who you are, right? Being honest and true and sturdy with yourself, right? Really looking at things over in detail. So it feels like you have been growing, and it also feels like because of the growing, you haven't necessarily been communicating with people. The Five of Wands is holding back. Now, I think you need to make a decision. The Two of Swords is the decision about the tribe. You might already have a tribe, or if you don't, I feel you need to make the decision to get out there and find a tribe, whatever the tribe is. Preferably one that really encourages your creative side. Page of Swords is here. I feel like you do find the tribe. Yeah, because you start doing your research. Well, what places are around me? Do they meet up? Like, do I have to go to a meeting? Or, I feel as though you start reaching out to find a tribe. And I know it's scary. And I know that sometimes we get into relationships that hurt us, but we also need all of those lessons. You can't avoid the pitfalls by trying to outthink it. Yeah, you're smart, a genius in some cases, but you can't outthink the universe. And I think that's what you do. Sometimes, Aquarius, you get stuck in your head and you start playing chess with the universe. And that's how you get stuck up in your head, I think. It's all about making this decision. Getting enough information, Page of Swords, digging for information, that's who the Page of Swords is, and figuring out what it is that you want to do. Looking at the situation for what it is. And what it is, I think, is that, people are just not reaching out to you in your world for whatever reason. I had this conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and they said, well, why do you think that, these people aren't reaching back when you reach out to them? And I really do think it's because of life. We're all just trying to get our precious moments in, and that's all it is. I think it's just that. So I think that you're going to have to take action. It's going to be scary, absolutely, but put your brave face on and go out and find yourself a tribe. I think that's what you're supposed to do. I think this is the personal issue that reaches resolution, that you realize that you're worth it, that you realize that you are the Empress and you need to find other high priestesses, you need to find other empresses to hang out with. I feel as though this is your intuition, though, and I think that your intuition is telling you, after you get back from your first meeting, I feel your gut is on point. You're like, yeah, I'm glad I did that. Just listening. I just got buzzing in my right ear, so I started listening immediately. Just give me one moment. So we've got Taurus and Libra and Pisces energy here. We've got Cancer energy here. We've got Virgo. And of course, we've got Swords, right? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. What is the challenge for the week ahead for Aquarius, please? Oh, interesting. Making a choice. This is interesting energy. Just listening. Are you scared you're going to meet somebody out? Look, if you're holding yourself back from finding a love or a relationship because you're still stuck to something in the past, I feel like you could, after making this decision, you could possibly meet the love of your life. And I think it's the challenge, because it depends on whether or not you decide to see things for what they are, make the decision and go with it. And that's exactly what happens when we're tethered to the past. We can only walk forward so far before we get pulled back there again. And so I feel like it's a decision that you have to make. I think that you're hesitant to go out and find a new tribe, get social, join a group, bowling, whatever it is. You're hesitant to find a new tribe because you're waiting on someone from the past. Tell me about the Lovers, please. Making a decision between two. Making a decision possibly between two tribes, two love tribes, like soul tribes. Maybe you're thinking about cutting out a soul tribe and finding a new one. Ace of Cups, King of Swords, and the Hermit. So there you are, right at the beginning of the heart of the reading here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, of course, but that's a card of Aquarius for me. The Hermit's here, which is Virgo. I feel as though for you, your tribe, I'm just trying to connect with as many of you as I can. Your tribe, I think, are people who are very highly intelligent. Like, I'm talking like scientists and doctors and, people who can bend their mind in all sorts of way to do miraculous things. Like, that's how I see the King of swords. So you could also be meeting people who work within the law, or I feel like you're going to have a choice between tribes, between love tribes. I feel like you maybe go to this thing, maybe you go to a paint class, maybe decide there's pottery. And I feel like you get people all around you, and now you're going to have to make a choice between tribes. And I think that you're going to have to make a choice between tribes, because I feel like in one of those tribes, you're going to meet somebody very special, a soulmate, in fact. And I think your choice about the tribe is going to be based on the person and what tribe they're in. Someone is going to be honest about their feelings with you, someone you haven't spoken with in a while, or someone you've taken a break from. And for some of you, this is someone, of course, from the past, right? It feels like it's been quiet. And I think that this person has kind of been on your radar as someone that you would like to speak with. I think that either you're going to reach out or someone's going to reach out to you, but I think, like I said, it's in one of these tribes. You know, with this Ace of Cups here, it makes me think that this Lover's card is someone brand new. And I feel like this is all brand new, because you now understand the wonders as they are, and now you're decided that you're going to find tribes, right? You're going to do the work to find the tribe. I think your tribe is going to be, High Priestesses, Emperors, Empresses. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there. We've got the Strength on the bottom of the card. We are looking at someone who's trying to find the courage, but is in indecision as to whether they're going to come back and ask you to take you out. Because I think that they are really interested in the solid stuff that you offer. You're a solid friend, is what I want to say. You're a solid friend to them. And the Three of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles tells me that someone's intention to come see you is an intention to start something that they finished, or restart something that was finished. Yeah, that, the Three of Pentacles, I think it stops there, but then I think this person wants to grow it. Could be dealing with a Leo, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra. Virgo is here. Okay, gonna leave it there for you. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you. I would also appreciate a thumbs up or a comment would be lovely. Thank you so much for helping me grow this tribe and all the ways that you've been loving me. Thank you so much for all that you do. I appreciate being able to read for you. I'm going to go now. Thank you. Bye-bye.